Okay.
Hello, boys and girls.
Hello, boys and girls, lads and ladies. Brad the Gitologist here. My daughter Ivy is going to help on this. She's staying home today because she is running a bit of a fever this morning. Yeah, that's pretty cool. Okay, watch out now. Watch out of the way. We have two of these steam carpet cleaners. The one on the left here is a Bissell. What is this? It's a ProHeat 2X. This was found on the curb just down the street this way. They were cleaning this house down there to rent it, and they left this and also a vacuum cleaner at the curb. So I snatched both of them. The vacuum cleaner works perfectly. I just cleaned it out and it works fine. So I'm suspecting this one might also, because it looks like what they did was they, did all the carpets and cleaned it all up, and then just they threw these to the curb because they didn't want to, I don't know, clean them up maybe? I mean, this one is pretty dirty. It looks like maybe the tenants down there had a pet or something, so I'm going to have to clean that one out for sure. I don't know if it's going to require servicing.
So this model, the ProHeat 2X, was replaced at some point by Bissell with the ProHeat 2X Revolution Pet Pro. And one of those will set you back over $300 if you go to buy one. So I consider free from the curb a pretty good deal, even if it's a discontinued model.
This one over here on this side, this one is called the DeepClean Premier, and this was at the curb up the street to the other direction, and this one legit has some problems.
So the model we have here is called the 47A2, and it has been discontinued, but the replacement for it, they just basically, it looks like they threw the word pet at the end of the model name, DeepClean Premier Pet, and changed some colors, and are selling it for almost $300. What is it, like 260 bucks? So pretty good for free.
I think if we take this canister out, you'll see what the problem is. This part is cracked, and also I think the belt is broken or something on here. But I did go ahead and order the parts on this. I've had this one sitting around quite a while and just haven't gotten around to it, but I did order the parts. So I have a replacement one of these. I have a replacement belt. It didn't really cost a whole lot to get the parts, so we're going to go ahead and service this one today, and then we might check this one too if we have enough time. How's that sound, Ivy?
That sounds great.
Awesome.
And hello, boys and girls. I'm glad to see you. If anybody's watching the channel, please subscribe.
These, so we turn these little locks right here, and this should pop off. It does. So this whole piece right here, in addition to being very, very dirty and very nasty, I don't know if you can really tell that, pretty nasty, it is broken. I could probably epoxy that, I mean, truth be told.
Yeah.
But I don't see the reason to, considering I've already bought a replacement, and I think they were like 15 bucks for the replacement. But this whole assembly we're going to have to take off right here. The belt actually is on there. The belt is on there, so I have an extra belt, but it looks like the belt is on and intact. It's right here.
It's right there.
It's right there, and it's intact, isn't it?
And you see there's like some fur.
Yeah, there's some fur and just general nastiness. So I think what I want to do is take this whole assembly off down here and clean it real good.
Yeah, so the fur is not there anymore.
Yeah. Okay, so we're going to take this off. It has two screws. There's one over on this side, and then there's another one over on this side. We'll just pull both of those off, and then hopefully this whole assembly will just come off in one piece, and we'll clean it up.
And don't forget to put a smiley emoji in the comments if you like it. And in a thumbs up emoji if you like it too. So if you want to subscribe to the channel, then subscribe. And then if you really love it, get a lot of thumbs up and get a lot of smiley faces emojis. So you're home.
Yeah, man.
So all today.
Lots of thumbs up. Okay.
Lots of thumbs up if you like this video.
Yep.
And if you subscribe, we're going to give you $100 bills.
Yeah, totally. She's truth.
Yeah, I'm true.
3 days later.
So, Dad, You can speak now. Do you like cheese and ham? Do you like cream and cheese bagels? Well, I do. Let's see what he's doing next.
Let's see what we're doing right now. We'll get you closer. Let's see what we're doing.
We'll get you closer. I'll announce some few things later in the video.
All right. There was a little C clip holding this belt on, so we've got to remove the belt to get this assembly off, I believe. Yeah, that's what we got to do. So this side comes off. This side comes off. There's actually two belts in this unit. There's another belt over here that helps drive both sides. I guess it helps synchronize both sides. There's a nice piece of awesome coming out of it's good to get out of there. I mean, you can see generally this thing really needed a clean anyway, so this is pretty nasty. Just pet hair. Seems like everybody who owns one of these has a pet. We're going to take these roller brushes. I mean, honestly, these aren't that bad off right now. But it's starting to rain, so we're going to have to move the operation inside anyway. Okay, so we've already cleaned these roller brushes and these two mounts off camera, and now we're going to focus our attention on this reservoir tank. This comes apart in two sections, and just put these clips on the sides, and then this top part comes off. The top part's really what needs to be cleaned. This part has a bag which holds the solution, the cleaning solution, and so it should be relatively clean inside the bag, but there is there's a seal here that might need to be replaced, so I'm going to look into that. This is a pretty cracked seal, so we'll see about that. But we do have a lot of dirt and stuff inside of this area in the front and also along the sides and the bottom, so we'll have to clean this off out on the outside. Okay, so there's that bag out. We're actually going to go ahead and wash this inside and out, and we'll wash all of this inside and out. And then this piece has to come apart because, as you can see, there's areas you can't get to. So we have washed all of these components and wiped all of this stuff down as best as we can. It's not perfect, but this is about as good as it's going to get right now without probably cycling the thing a few times. This does not disassemble. I took this piece right here, I took all of the screws out of this. It has two different kinds of plastic. It's got a solid blue and then it's got a clear plastic, and inside of here, you know, you can see debris and stuff kind of stuck in there. So I wanted to take those two pieces of plastic apart, and I removed all of the screws. There's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. There's like 14 screws in the bottom of this. So I removed all of those, hoping I could get these pieces apart and clean them thoroughly. The pieces would not come apart. So I think what they did was they actually fused these two pieces, or maybe even adhered these two pieces, and then screwed them also. And it gives you the impression that you could take these apart, but I don't think they're meant to be taken apart. And I think if you do try to take them apart, you may even render this thing unusable. I'm not sure, and that may be one of those things that's on purpose. So just beware. I don't think you're meant to take these pieces apart. Either that, or it's just been so used and it's so old that the two pieces have fused just due to heat over time. So maybe that's the case, but I think, honestly, I think they manufactured that so that it's not meant to come apart. Okay, so this piece we're going to reassemble, and here's how we're going to do it. These shafts, there's only one of these sides that they go in, one of these mounts for the roller brushes. So they only will fit into one side. So we're going to fit those into this one side. So now that we have this piece assembled and ready to go, we're going to drop that down onto there. That's the larger of the two belts. The belts are not the same size. The smaller belt goes on the motor side, and this is like a synchronization belt that's on the other end of the roller brushes. So we'll drop this one down and put the belt on. And then we'll drop this one down, but not all the way, and we'll put the belt on. Okay, now both of those are on, and the synchronization belt is on that side. You can see I'm just turning one and they both move. Here's the other side of the roller brushes. We're about to put the other mount on, but first we got to get this belt on this side, and it's going to be loose until we get everything on here. There's a washer and a little C-clip that go on here that holds the belt on, so we'll go ahead and put the washer on there. That little retainer is on there with the clip, and we're ready to put this side on. There we go. You just got to kind of wiggle them until they get into place there. Now this screw back on here. It's definitely much cleaner. It looks like more or less a new unit down here on the bottom now. Okay, so there's that roller brush assembly all back together. I did also wipe all of this area down up here. If you own one of these and you don't know this, there is a little filter right up here. It advises you to keep clean regularly, so you got to wipe this out, that little filter right there. I'm going to go ahead and reassemble the rest of this. I'm going to put the new part in. This just slides right into place like that and then locks. I think I was already on lock, so now we lock it, right? Is that correct? There we go. Okay, so that now looks all brand new right there. This part is completely brand new. Now we need to get the bag back into this piece. This piece I thoroughly cleaned. I actually ended up giving it a bath in the bathtub. I wasn't happy with just hosing it off. So let's get this bag back in here. We got to get it through this bottom hole for one. And I presume you can order these bags. Probably, I'm sure you can. It seems like they at least have some decent part support for these, which is good. A lot of new items don't have any kind of part support, or the support they do have is lacking. And there's just a lot of planned obsolescence out there today, so anytime you can buy parts for things, count your lucky stars. Now this piece should just assemble back onto here, right? Is that correct? Yes, and then clips into place. And then this sits up into here. Okay, so I think what we're going to do now is, since we have this all back together, I'm going to take this back out and put some solution in here, probably just water or soapy water, and then we will try to run this thing. I will probably try to just run it outside so that we can just let the runoff just run off into the yard, and hopefully clean this unit out on the inside a little bit more in the areas that we can't really reach. And will also give us a chance to see if it completely works or if there's something else we're going to have to address. Okay, so I figured out the problem with the roller brushes. One of them was spinning just fine. This back one was spinning just fine, and this is the one that's directly driven by the belt. The one that gets driven by the synchronized belt, this one was just spinning slowly. So what was happening is this synchronized belt over here was slipping, and I can see now why it was slipping. I put it on. When I put it on, I must have gotten it kind of crossed, because I don't know if you can see it or not, but it's supposed to be on this side of that lip right there, like this one is, but it's on this side of the lip, so it's not even on the teeth. So I've got to take this side back off and put it on the teeth.
Alright guys, that'll do it for this video. As you can tell, I have a passion for just picking things off of the street that otherwise would have gone to the landfill and fixing them and putting them back into use, whether I necessarily need it or not. I mean, what am I going to do with 2 Bissell carpet cleaners? I don't really know, but I have 2 of them now, and one of them at least we know works. We'll probably get around to troubleshooting the other one in a future video. For now, I'd like to say thanks to my daughter Ivy for helping out. Thanks to you guys for watching, and for now, we'll see y'all later.
If anybody's watching the channel, please subscribe.